Welcome everyone. We're here right now with Uncle Ray. I'm Matt Chonk, your host, and this is the Albion podcast. So, by the way, just to introduce Uncle Ray here, if some of you are not familiar with Uncle Ray has been or was the guild leader of KHAOS back in I don't know what season was that, but I know it's season one of Albion Asia, and up until which season did we reach Crystal, Uncle?
To be honest, I can't even remember. Probably, and this, no, I think the first season I was in, Judicate. I think maybe season 3
Season three
of
Asia.
East. Yeah, I think maybe season 3. I think, yeah.
Okay, so Chaos reached Crystal of season 3 of Asia, rank 9, I believe, correct?
Yeah, actually, actually, I just remember that. Like, we were doing pretty well at some point, eh? And then all of a sudden, I think everyone sort of started looking at us, and that's when we kind of got fucked around by the surrounding guilds around us. And it's not in our intention to be like we're the best fucking guild ever. We weren't, we weren't. We're just playing smart. We're getting all the points by outposts, a little bit castles, just cores and vortex. We're not playing like big fucking strong zergs, right? We were just like playing smart.
Yeah.
And doing so, it'll will get you far. And a lot of coordination during that time as well. Because when you think about it, that time of the game, there's still a lot of people playing, right? And the teamwork of people really shines when you're getting all these little bit of points every single day, and yeah, you just fucking get that shit. It's good, get the points.
Yeah, points are very important in, getting the rankings up in the rankings. So I see that we also have a former Chaos officer here as well. So Wayne. So later I'll ask Wayne if he wants.
Yeah, asking some questions. Yeah,
We can ask Wayne some questions later on. We can bring him to the stage. I'll invite him to the stage if in case he's willing to, give his stand on some things. So, by the way, Uncle Ray, I'll just ask a few introductory questions so that we can get to know you more, and of course, for the audience here, and for those, of course, in YouTube, if they'd like to know who is Uncle Ray. So, who is Uncle Ray, and when did you start playing Albion? So, how would you be able to answer that? Like, how?
Hang on. So who am I? I think I'm just a normal guy. I'm just a normal person. So a lot of people think, I remember in the start of the East server when I think I got interviewed by people when they're trying to make CNAG. I think when they heard my voice, they think, "Oh man, what the fuck is this guy? This guy's not Filipino at all, though. Like, what the fuck?" But I actually, bro, I'm starting to like think about all these things now that's happened before. I remember these motherfuckers recorded me talk too. These motherfuckers recorded me talk and talk shit behind my back, bro, when they were making CNAG. But we'll get to that later on, I'm sure. But yeah, I'm just a normal person. Nothing really big or anything. Although I like to think I got a good track record of leading and managing. That's what I do in real life as well. I'd say senior to mid-level manager or management. But yeah, that's just me. And actually, I looked up. You know what? I'll send you a little screenshot, and you can probably add it on YouTube if you're gonna post this.
Okay.
But it's actually a photo of the time I bought the game, because back then you have to pay to play the game, right? And it's today, so the 9th, so 2 days before, it'd be my 10th year of playing Albion Online. That's when I bought the game, in 2015, that's when I bought it. So on the 9th of the 9th, 2015, it was.
So Albion's, I wouldn't say an old game, but it has aged quite well, I'd say.
Yeah, it was still beta. It was still beta back then. Yeah, fuck yeah, bro. So it was still beta back then, and yeah, I think you had to pay like $50 or $100 to play the game back then, and there wasn't many people playing that game too. It was only a few. I think it was only like maybe 500 people on the server, and all guilds that are not people probably know now, but like Hammer and Sickle, all that kind of stuff. Red Army, which Blue Army kind of thing. If some people might know those kind of names. They're like some of the big names. Echo of Silence. It's a long time ago though, but nowadays I don't think they exist. Probably in the West, but I'm not sure.
Yeah. So back then you did mention Blue Army. I know I've heard of Blue Army back in the West, but I didn't know that they started as early as when the game started. So they're actually pretty old.
Oh man, there's so many stories. I wish I kind of like had some videos of like they call it Backwater Basin, I think. Derek is probably one of the main people that played in the West. I think he played in the East as well for a little while. And he was like the leader of some of the big guilds. But it's good. It's good to see some people like Syndic as well. He was playing in the West. Crimson, I think the Crimson, I can't even remember what they're called now. But they're good names. They're big names. And I don't know. Again, like Filipinos on the East server. No, I don't think not many people know these kind of people, but maybe some. Unsure.
I see. So back then there were a few Filipinos, as you mentioned, and how did the Filipino community start in West? So I know that back then when I played West, there were already some Filipino community in Albion. So were you the one that initiated the first guild for the Philippines in Albion West, or no?
Oh man, I like to claim that, but it's not me actually. It's a person named Gaki. I don't think he plays the game anymore. But we were in a guild called Retribution, right? Retribution is like it was just because the game was so small, right? And there wasn't many Filipinos that would be playing the game. So the Filipinos that played the game in beta were the people that I would say Filipinos that are not in Philippines, if that makes sense. They're like people from Canada, US, Spain. I think I just remember those different people. Some people in Dubai as well. I think we're just a bunch of people that are playing in this sort of top 10 guild, and we sort of just like kind of playing around, fucking doing some ZVZs and shit. And not many people know that. Like I didn't know that some people were Filipino in that stage. We're sort of just like fucking around, making friends. Trying to connect, and then when we realized, oh shit, you're Filipino, fuck, you're Filipino too, and then we started like typing in Filipino, and then that's when we sort of like connect and confirm, like, oh shit, this guy's actually is Filipino, and that's when we started to have like some sense of community in a game that's fucking only been played by like 10,000, 5,000 people maybe. Actually, not even 10,000 back then. It was still small. The game was still small, and like I said, you had to pay $50 to $100 to play the game. And yeah, it's just fuck, man, the game was so shit. Like the game was shit back then. The ZVD is fucking dog shit. Like
it's the biggest piece of dog shit.
It was bad. Like it was laggy. It was fucking, some of the skills are just fucking like OP. That like people would cast a bunch of glacial stuff and they would just lag the server. A bunch of people just running warbos, and back then the warbo would have like the Heron Spear stun now, and just a bunch of people, like imagine like 20 people launching like Heron Spear stun on one side to the other of the river, and if people were just getting stunned, dude, it was fucking fun. It was fun, but it was like laggy. The game wasn't like that good then, but that was good. That was good back then.
Okay. So as you know, you're already a veteran player. Are there any tips you can give as a veteran player, especially for new players who are just starting the game, or maybe those who are listening right now, or those who are listening on YouTube?
I think my biggest tip is that I think the game. How can I say this in like a simple term? I'd say to get better at Albion Online, I think you just have to keep playing. You know, you like people will probably yell at you, people will tell you dog shit, like fucking get better. You just keep playing. Just don't listen to them. You just keep playing. You just enjoy the game. It's you can't be good at the game straight away. You just have to learn. And it's human nature for us to get better by doing. So you just by doing something, the better you get. So I think whatever it is that you want to do in the game, whatever you want to achieve, if you want to make money, or if you want to be the best ZVZer or Shotcaller, you just turn up. You just turn up every single time. You just keep doing it till you get better, and you'll be really good.
Do it! Just do it!
Right. So that's one tip for the newbies. And for the newbies, personally, I would like to invite newbies to join guilds that they would prefer joining. By the way, now that we are mentioning guilds, and you mentioned that your first guild was Retribution, correct?
Yeah, back then, but it wasn't us. It wasn't Filipinos who was in charge in that guild before. But there was already a big presence of Filipinos in that guild.
Right. So
yeah, it was kind of like I would say, I think like other games as well. When people say there's always like strong players in Philippines, and they kind of just stick together, like the elites, but they don't really say much. They'd be like the best fucking what do you call this, bomb squad or something in a guild that no one even realized that they're Filipinos, kind of thing. There's just a small group. That's where we kind of were.
Okay. So when did you start your first guild, or what was the name of your first guild, and how did it lead up to having KHAOS as a guild?
Okay, yeah, that's a good question. This, I think, is it Beta 2? Beta 2 is when we started a guild called Jollibee. But that's because we named the guild Jollibee because, I mean, Jollibee is pretty famous, right, in Philippines. And for us to get more Filipino members, not many people know that Filipinos play the game. So if you just put like a Jollibee as a guild name, people who fucking join, right? People would join like, oh shit, this is gonna be, these people are fucking Filipinos for sure, So they joined, and that's when we started to sort of create an even better community of Filipinos to play with. And that started in Beta 2. Beta 3, I think we still name ourselves Jollibee. And then when we voted for release, that's when we created, I think, the guild called Katipunan,
Okay.
And that was quite good at that stage. There was still a lot of people playing and a lot of people there's a lot of interest in Albion at that stage. But it wasn't on Steam yet or anything,
Yeah. Okay.
So and then we made KHAOS, of course, within that.
Okay, so by the way, why name it KHAOS? Like, is there a meaning behind the name, or is it just like you want to wreak havoc and chaos around, or and why is it why is it spelled with a K and not C?
Yeah, so again, like when we made KHAOS, I think around about maybe a year into the release in the West, we were forming an alliance with some of the Asian countries on oceanic guilds. So K in the KHAOS actually means the Katipunan side, right? Mm-hmm. But the H is Huntsman, and there were a New Zealand guild, Alice Orbis. They were an Australian guild, and S is Singapura or Malua Singapura. So when we merged all this alliance, we had an alliance called, I think maybe Mayhem and Destruction. I can't even remember now. We had an alliance anyway, and we kind of all merged into one because the guilds was too small. You can't really do too much. So when we made this one big guild of Filipinos, New Zealanders, Australians, and Singaporeans, we kind of just merged all that names into one, and that spelled into KHAOS. And we thought, fuck it, we're just gonna go with it, you know. And that's the reason why we called KHAOS with a K. It actually starts with Katipunan.
Create chaos!
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 Got it. So it's more of an international guild. It started off
Yeah, I
as
think
an
it's-
international guild.
It's more like I'd say a Oceanic Southeast Asia guild, because back then there wasn't again many players around that region at this stage, and I was a big advocate of having a Asian time zone in the West back then, and I think some of the people here, like I see that's Raging Wave, I see he's here. You know, back then we the Southeast Asia Oceanic time zone, we didn't have any time zone for ZVZ or even time zone for GVGs back then, which is a 5v5 for you to claim a territory, you know. It was just really upsetting when a bunch of us were willing to play and we didn't have all this content that we can play in that time, which is a bit annoying.
I see. So, being with a lot of these guilds, being with a lot of these people for a long time, I'm pretty sure drama won't be avoided. So, any particular drama that has happened that lives in your head rent free, maybe in Katipunan or maybe in your first guild or in
man.
KHAOS.
I mean, I'd say there would be a few, but I just tend to let them go. I'm not a person who would hold a lot of grudges. There's a few instances, like I said before, when we were when CNAG was forming, I think they called it What If. That's what it is. It was What If. They were trying to make this guild called What If, right? And this is before the East server came up. And like I said before, these motherfuckers, when they interviewed me, because they interviewed a bunch of guild leaders, and they're trying to form this one big Filipino guild, which is I'm so happy about, because it was a struggle. It was a struggle to make a Filipino guild back then. And back then, KHAOS and Devours was probably the biggest one. And shit, man, that's another problem too. There was a lot of conflict in between two guilds already. But anyway, going back to making CNAG, these people, I remember they interviewed me. I don't know who was interviewing me. I can't remember who. Think Gwen. I can't remember. But anyway, they recorded me and stuff, and they're saying oh, bro, I think they just sort of twisted my words in a little bit, or maybe they didn't like what I said. Asked questions, maybe some pressing questions that kind of question the way how they're going to continue on the name CNAG and all this kind of stuff. People were saying a bit negative. I think they're being negative too to some members in there. Maybe Morthin. They were saying that he was always destroying guilds and stuff. I don't know what the fuck this guy is. He just came in. He was still new. Or he's not new, but I haven't met him, or maybe I have.
But I'm actually laughing here.
There's a lot.
Morton is here in the audience. He's listening in.
Yeah, I know you'd be listening, but again, no, hard feelings with these people. But that's the truth, that was the truth. There was a lot of rumors and how the way, I think people say if you join a guild, he's gonna destroy it or some shit. I'll fucking know, bro. It's fucking funny. It's funny. It just makes me fucking laugh, because I don't think that's how it works, but that's what people would assume. And there's a lot of negativity around that CNAG debacle. But no, CNAG, that's one thing I'd say that kind of annoys me. The Devours and KHAOS merged, but then again, I wasn't really there as much. That's when Mud Huts was formed. That was quite apparently a bit of a intriguing move, but they did pretty well. My ass did really, really good. That was Roxanne. Roxanne was a GM back then, and it was my right hand in KHAOS when I left. I think that's basically around. Yeah, I think that might be it. That's maybe in the main two. There might be a few others as well, but again, I don't really hold grudges. Like these are the things that sort of just happens when you're playing a game, and you know when you get to that stage of being really good at the game, people start to think that you're really fucking toxic. Like this Uncle Ray guy will just kick me out of nowhere in ZVZ, and I used to do that because I was really into it. You know, I was like a 21-year-old fucking Shotcaller guild leader, and I didn't give a fuck. You know, like if you're gonna turn up in ZVZ wearing like T4 gears or something, you just kick it out straight away in the guild. And some people know that I was like that. Nowadays, I don't really see myself doing that now. I sort of just like tell them to get out. If they don't, then I'll kick him out. But they tend to listen anyway, you know.
Okay. So you mentioned earlier that when you were the guild leader, you were also shot calling. So going to the topic of shot calling, if I may ask, aside from you, of course, who would be the best shot caller in your whole duration of playing Albion? Like whether it be maybe let's say in KHAOS first, who would you say was your best shot caller?
Oh, I mean, there's a few shot callers that will always stand out. Like probably King Mojo. I don't know if you know who he is in the West. He's one of the best. He's not my shot caller or anything, but King Mojo and I used to be in the same guild again in Retribution a long time ago. But I would say the best caller I've had, I think, might be Alvesta.
Alvesta.
Yeah, Alvesta was pretty good. Yeah, Alvesta's pretty good, and I think the reason why I like Alvesta is he's kind of like, he's got a good critical thinking where he likes to attack. He kind of gets people to listen to him in it's a different way, you know, and a lot of people can just listen to Alvesta, just the way he just asks people to do things for him, you know.
Okay.
And he's really patient too. He grows a lot of he's patient with the newbies. I think Alvesta would be one.
So when you...
Amund as well is always pretty good. He's pretty good. He's my second one. I don't know. They're kind of like in the same time. But I remember Amund was still like training when I was sort of drifting off a little bit into that game. But Amund's pretty good as well. He's American, Filipino American. And I don't know. There's a few, but I reckon Alvesta. Mm-hmm. And maybe Amund. Amund's really good too. I can't explain it. It's they're my West callers, you know. They're really, really good.
Okay. Wait, by the way, you know, I've also been in KHAOS. I know Alvesta. And when you say Alvesta, are you referring to Wayne or a different Alvesta?
No, it's different Alvesta. Like the actual Alvesta person that owns the Alvesta. He's yeah. I probably shouldn't say his name in real life, but yeah, he's good. Yeah.
Okay. So now that we've talked about callers and stuff like that, I'm pretty sure you've had enemies back then, people. I wouldn't say that your shot callers are trash talking other people, but or maybe they have. Have you had enemies back then, or any rival player or guilds that had some beef with KHAOS, or maybe some guilds that you respected because they were actually really good in the game?
Oh man, it's a lot of questions you're asking me actually. I don't know. I think again, I don't really hold a lot of grudges. There's some really good opponents out there. In the West, I'd say. Who was I can't even remember. I think the Republic of the Philippines or something. Is that what they're called? I can't remember. But they're full of trash talkers, man. They were trash talking like Devourers. They was just trash talking everyone, dude. Like every Filipino guild, if they existed, they go in the Black Zone. They fucking literally just go in there and straight away, yo, you're fucking dog shit, you know. Straight away, like, just yeah, they're not even good. You know, they're not even good. They were just like ganking, and they were just like to just be there and just annoy everyone. You know, they were just kind of annoying. I think they just really hated big guilds. So I don't think they really hated KHAOS. They just hated Filipino guilds in general that were strong. And I'm saying that with for us and Devours, because I know Republic of the Philippines or RNP, I think we used to call them. They were, yeah, they weren't. They were just pretty toxic. In the East, I think no one really in the East. Again, people would sort of just play a lot of disagreements, but nothing like big that I kind of hated the entire time. You know, like it is what it is. It's just the game. You know, we chill. We're good.
Got it. So I'll proceed with the next question, and maybe this is something that a lot of people already know, and also I'm also aware of it, that KHAOS, as I mentioned earlier, reached rank 9, or also crystal rank, if I'm not mistaken. Would that be your biggest achievement so far in Albion, and how did you reach it?
Yo, nah, that crystal season, man. All these crystal season points, that's like nothing to me. Like, I would say that my biggest achievement ever would be, maybe I'd say, go back to the West again, and it plays an important role because it kind of transitioned to the East. Like I was saying before, in the West, it was really hard to play the game with, I guess, with just the Filipinos and the Australians and the Singaporeans in the guild called KHAOS, right? It was really hard because there's not enough players, and we were fighting all these European guilds, the Russians as well. The Russians, I think, were the big opponents that we had in Tetford in the West. And this is the point that I was a bit angry in the game, and that's probably why I quit. Actually, no, it is the reason why I quit. It's the time zones, right? It was the time zone of ZVZs, castles, all that kind of stuff. They didn't exist for us in the time zone. Yeah. And the biggest achievement I would say I made was forming an alliance called C Alliance, and we still have the Discord. And in the C Alliance, that's where we had big Asian names, or Asian guilds names, which is, who do we have? We had Ghost Up. They're Korean. I think they changed their names to East. They're like the strongest Korean guild in the West back then, I should say. Anyway, Just for Fun. They were Just for Fun were in there as well. Let me just pull up the Discord. Siam was there. Fuck. Let me just pull up the Discord. There you go. So yeah, we have Siam, Ghost Up. Foremost Rangers, they're the Chinese. Garuda was in that as well. Koguya Army was in that one as well. I think forming this alliance and being a big advocate of the Asia server, or asking for an Asia server, I was always in the forums about like, what the fuck, we're playing this game too. Why are you overlooking at us? Like I was really big on this. And that's why I really hated the game, and that's why I stopped playing, because we didn't have a time zone for us. And it's the reason why I came back to the East. When they would launch the East and then say there's going to be a time zone for ZVZ for the East, I'm like, fucking sick, let's go, let's play this game again. And that's where I reconnected with all these people again. Like Zalo, still same guild leader of Siam. Just for Fun, same people. Garuda, of course, same people. It was like all same guild leaders. And, you know, building a relationship with all these people at the start in the West was such an important role on how I went here into the East. And even though in the East I didn't really think of myself that I want to play really competitive, I just wanted to be strong enough, and I wanted to be just like good enough for people to come in and out of. I don't want to be that strong guild that we're always going to be reaching number 5 and all that kind of stuff. Like I just wanted to be like, yeah, we'll be hitting crystal, that's fine, that would be fine, or just gold in general. Like I want to help new players, that's fine. But early on of the East server, that's how I got, I guess, where I, you know, got crystal, I suppose, in rank 3, because all these connections that I've built in the West. And that's my biggest achievement, I would say. It's just forming all these fucking different languages talking to them, fucking translating, using fucking Google Translate and shit, like just trying to really connect with them and just like say, hey, this is what I want to do. Let's form this big alliance. Let's fucking try and hit the Russians in Tetford. I got all these guilds to go in Tetford for us. We fought big ZVZs. Like it was good, you know, it was good, but it wasn't good enough because again the time zone was just really hitting us really hard.
I see. And hearing these familiar names, I know that some of them, like Siam, if I'm not mistaken, they also reached Crystal, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
Yeah, no, I mean, Siam was fucking, oh man, they were just numbers back in the day. But Siam was, like, they were strong. They are strong in the East. And they hit Crystal fucking multiple times, man. They're good, you know. They really showed it. There was a bit of drama, actually, what happened. Oh, and I just remember that. There was some drama where I sent some screenshots to my officers, and my officers sent that to another chat. And then send that screenshot to everywhere. I think it was like us helping Xylo, and then that's kind of like fucked us over in season 3. That's probably why we hit rank 3. No, we didn't hit rank 3. We hit rank 9 in Crystal. But yeah, it's just like shit like that, man. Just like a bit of drama and all that stuff. But you know, Xylo and I, we've been playing for a while. We played other games as well. He's got kids now and everything, so yeah, it's good, you know.
I see, okay. And previously you mentioned that you stopped playing the game, then you returned to the game. And right now also I'm aware, and maybe some of the audience here are aware as well, that you haven't been playing Albion for a long time already. Are there any plans of going back in Albion East and playing the game again, and maybe even rebuilding KHAOS, or maybe, you know, like creating a new guild?
I mean, yeah, I haven't really been playing Albion for now. I think I'm just waiting for like another big update. And again, I told you this before, like I want to play Albion again with the people I played the games with, because that's literally what makes the game fun. Like you play games like these with your friends and you just fucking gank or fucking, I don't know, just do PvE and shit. Like it's fun. It makes it fun when you're playing with your friends.
The true $1 million was the friends we made along the way.
And I think we just can't really find anything really exciting in the game at the minute for us to really just keep on playing. I've had a big passion on looking after new newbies and sort of just getting them up and going. But I feel like lately they're not really as motivated to play. They really need to be handheld the entire way. And I don't have a lot of time to baby them as much as I would if I'd like to. I mean, as much as I'd like to, I should say.
Got it.
But maybe in the future I would. I would say I'd probably change the name. If I'm going to build KHAOS again, I would just build a brand new guild. I think it's just better that way, considering like the name KHAOS is a mixture between Filipinos, you know, New Zealand, you know, Australians and Singaporean. We're not us anymore, you know. Nowadays, I feel like we're just a bunch of Filipinos most of the time anyway. Sorry, most of the guild anyway would be just Filipinos and a little bit of, yeah, Singaporean, maybe a little bit of Australian here and there. But yeah, I think that's how it's gonna work in the near future, or maybe in the future. I don't know, maybe not in the near future, but in the future.
All right. So hopefully, we'll be able to join you, or not necessarily join you, or maybe hopefully we'll be able to see what happens in the future. Hopefully that you'll come back, join us again, play Albion with us, and you know, fight against each other or maybe with each other. But moving forward, I guess we have only a little bit of time left. Any messages you'd like to send to maybe your previous, let's say, officers, previous members of all the guilds that you have been in, and also maybe for the haters as well out there who's in the audience right now, or maybe watching the podcast on YouTube?
They hate us because they ain't us.
I think Well, I don't really have anything to say other than just keep playing, and if you still play this game, just I'm sure you find the joy out of it. Just keep playing with your friends. I'm sure that's what makes it fun, and enjoy playing Albion. It's a good game.
All right. So thank you, Uncle Ray. Thank you everyone in the audience, and thank you for those who are watching on YouTube right now. Again, this has been Matt Chonk, and I'm with Uncle Ray. This has been the Albion Podcast, and you stay safe, and I'll see you guys in the game. Thank you, guys.